Okay, so welcome to another log cabin update. Today I'm upstairs making a start on what will be a very long process, doing the floors. So I have got the ear defenders and this, which is an electric sander, which is borrowed from my father-in-law. So we've got some hook and eye sandpaper sheets that go on it. And I have just finished sanding the entire floor here. I mainly started because of this black spot there, which was a lot worse than it is now. I didn't want to do it too much because I want to over sand that particular area and it would end up having a dip in the floor. So I'm going to leave it like that. But yeah, so I've now sanded the entire what will be the bedroom area. Definitely an ear defender job. Quite hard work on the knees as well. But I'll show you. So this is the other end of the upstairs, and just from the build really, we just had loads of scuff marks. You can see all these scuff marks on the floor here, because this floor was exposed for quite a long time while we were doing the roof. We have this awful tarp on it, which we got off the internet, just had holes in it everywhere. So there's a lot of water coming in, a lot of stuff from the trees, from our neighbours, and yeah, a lot of scuff marks from our shoes. So it needed a good clean. As you can see from this side, which I haven't touched yet, because this is the side where we're keeping all the stuff. We're borrowing a bed from my sister, which will go in the bedroom eventually. So yeah, so this side is looking really nice now. Much better, no scuffs anymore. I swept it before I started sanding, got rid of all the tree stuff. So my next job is to give it a hoover, and then it'll be varnishing it. I bought some varnish and B&Q, so I'll do a bit of filming in between varnishing layers as well, so you can see the difference between this completely. Well, we've put a clear wood preserver on it, and yes, we'll do. Our B&Q website suggests 3 coats of varnish on the floor, so you can see how the colour changes as I do different coats of varnish. It's quite dark in this end, so I've got the work lamp here, which is brilliant. I'm so pleased we've got that. Yeah, there we go. Okay, time to tidy up the sander and get the hoover up here. See you in a bit. Okay, it's now the next day, and as you can see, I started on the varnishing, so it's just looking so beautiful. It's really nice. I don't think the camera quite does it justice, but it's this lovely kind of brown colour, which is really good. It hasn't taken me too long to get that far. So next I'm going to start at this wall and work towards the middle, leaving a strip. Come back, you can see there I've got the doors here, so I'm going to work from that side to the middle, and then from the back come to the door. That's the plan. But yeah, after one coat, it's already looking really good. The tin says to do 3 coats, so I think it makes sense if I film next when I've actually completed it. But that is a little taste of things to come there. But yeah, I'm really pleased with how it's looking. There we go. Well, I'm back for day 3 of varnishing the floor. Coat 2 is done, and my steel wool is ready. The tin says to just rub down with some steel wool on the floor before doing the final coat. So podcasts are ready, as is the steel wool. and that will keep me occupied for a couple of hours, I should think, before I put the final coat on. Well, it's now a couple of weeks later and it's finally finished. I moved on to some outdoor jobs while the weather held, but now it's rainy outside. I've had a chance to finish the third coat, so there it is, all 3 coats done. I'm holding the work lamp behind me so that you can see it. But yeah, we're really pleased with how it's turned out, and we've also just assembled my sister's IKEA daybed in here, so the idea is then that will pull out when we've got guests staying, but otherwise we can just use it as a little snug in there. Yeah, so it's really lovely floor transformation. If you can compare it to what it did look like, you can see kind of a before and after quite well there. But yeah, it just looks so much better, and we'll make sure it keeps nice for years to come. So there we go, I'll show you what we used. There's my shoes there. And the other side, so that'll be the next thing, is to do this end. Right, here we go. So we used Seal again, floor varnish, satin finish, medium oak, and it's down to about there, I'd say. So used 4/5 of it, I'd say, to do that floor. I'm going to need to get another tin, obviously, to do this floor, and we haven't decided quite yet what we're going to do with downstairs. Yeah, there we go, finished bedroom floor varnish.